Hello? Hello? No, no, correct. Hmm? Hello? Hello? No, no. ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ. Hello? ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಬಂದರೆ ಸಾಕು. ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. Okay, good evening everyone. How are you guys doing? And how is the Josh? So this video I'm doing mainly because several students are asking very commonly asked questions. So I thought we'll do a Q&A session like last time and address most of these common questions, except for one, whether the examination will get postponed or should it get postponed. Except for that question, okay, we will try and address all other academic and motivation related questions. So I've kept it at 8 o'clock so that everybody is free from their studies or from their work and back home safely in this rain, and we can have this session comfortably at our homes. Okay, so before we start with the Q&A session, let me tell you, with my experience, having cleared all the prelims, whether it was in UPSC or KPSC that I have given, I know the last 20 days or 2 to 3 weeks of, before the examination is the most crucial time of your preparation. It can, what you're going to do in this next 20 days, 25 days is going to actually decide whether you're going to clear this examination or not. Okay, let me just give you a number. Okay, see, let's say out of 400, the cutoff is going to be around 220. This is for general merit. I mean, just hypothetically, let's say it can vary depending on various other factors. Let's say, and those who have already given prelims before, have given UPSC prelims before, have given UPSC this year, could not clear prelims, you guys know it. Okay, you guys know it, and those who are giving it for the first time, remember, I mean, the fact is that out of 220, let's say if cutoff is 220, a good average student will not clear the examination by about 2 marks, or he or she will be clearing this examination by about 2 to 5 marks. Okay, everybody is going to be around this, average good student will be around this. Some may be exceptionally good, they will get 20-30 marks above cutoff. Some will not have any hope, so they might not get this mark. But average students, 80% of those who are going to clear prelims, trust me when I say this, with my experience, with a lot of authority, I'm telling you this, 80% of the students will be, getting this score. I mean, 80% who are going to clear by just 2 to 5 marks. And 80% of those who don't clear also will be in this 2 to 5 marks. Why am I telling this is because what is going to decide whether you're going to clear or not is hardly 4 to 5 questions. Trust me when I say this. If you are a good average to good student, what is going to decide whether you're going to clear this prelims or not is only about 4 to 5 questions. And what you are going to do in this next 25 days, okay, will determine whether you are going to get that 4 to 5 questions correct or whether you are going to get that 4 to 5 questions wrong. Two things that you have to remember. You can get these 4 to 5 questions if you study properly in the next 20 to 25 days. Okay, with the right mindset, with the right strategy, with the right approach. Okay, that is number one. You will be able to clear if you study properly. Along with that, another important factor, second factor that is going to determine whether you're going to get this 4 to 5 questions correct or wrong is your mindset on the day of the examination. Is that understood? What you're going to do in the next 20 to 25 days, how you're going to study, what you're going to study, how you are going to keep your mindset. Second factor, on that particular day, the 4 hours of prelims will decide how you are going to get these 4 to 5 questions correct or wrong. And that is going to decide whether you are going to clear or not. Ask all your seniors, if you have already given prelims, what is that you are going to say, or why didn't you clear? You say that I lost by 2 marks, 5 marks maximum. Okay, or those who have cleared, you ask them, they also will tell you that I have cleared by 4 to 5 marks. Is that understood? So, this 4 to 5 questions is very, very crucial. And this next 20 to 25 days, see, if you have worked hard, if you have studied, if you have studied well, okay, if you have studied the standard books, if you have read magazines consistently, regularly, if you have revised, okay, you will be getting that 200 to 210 marks. I'm saying cutoff is around 220. You will get this very easily. You don't have to do anything special. You don't have to read any special book, nothing. If you have done the standard books, if you have attended standard class, or you have done on your own, you have revised, you have given good number of tests, if you have read one current affairs source and you have revised it, you getting 200 to 210 is very easy. Okay, whatever is the cutoff, I mean, depending on the difficulty level, if 220, it's very easy to get 200. That last bit, the last 10 to 20 marks that is required for you to, get 1 mark more than cutoff, that is the challenging part. If something goes wrong, you lose by 2 to 3 marks. If everything goes well, you clear by 2 to 3 marks. So this next 25 days, trust me, what you are going to do is going to decide whether you are going to get that extra marks. Plus on that particular day. So I'm going to address both these things. So that's the reason why I am telling you these things. Okay, so keep that in mind. This is what I have experienced from my own preparation and my students' preparation. All right, so you you might have heard your seniors say all these things, right? That I lost by 2-3 marks or 2 questions, silly mistakes, those things. So that should not happen. For that, you need to prepare your mind. It's like a war now. Okay, it started, it's beginning. Okay, everybody who is going to clear are now seriously sitting and studying. Okay, the right things they are studying, the right mindset they are studying. Those who are not going to clear are creating a lot of chaos. They are unnecessarily troubling themselves, are mentally kind of getting disturbed. I understand there's a lot of negativity around, okay, with respect to the dates and a lot of questions that keeps popping up, but you have to remain confident, you have to remain focused, you have to remain calm. This I have seen. See, when I cleared the 2014 notification and it almost took 3 years for the final list to come. Okay, and even that time also, prelims examination, there were a lot of controversies, there were a lot of uncertainty, there was, exams got postponed then also. The mains examination happened after, I think, 2 years. By then I had already written 2 UPSC mains, and then interview took place after 6 months, and then the results happened after almost 6-7 months. Every notification, this is 10 years back when I gave and I cleared the exam. 10 years back, this was the case. Even I gave to 2011, I went till interview. Even then, it was the same case. Postponement, delay, problems, legal issues, legal battle, and then there will be certain groups who wants it, certain groups who don't want to postpone. All these are very much a part of this examination. See, what is in your hand, you try to do that. What is in your hand? Now you have 25 days. Okay, what is in your hand? Your notes. What is in your hand? The time to revise. That's all. Nothing else. You going to social media and replying. I mean, thank God we did not have so much of social media. We did have, but not at this section, 10 years back. Okay, now though every group that I see, there is, discussion going on whether exam is going to get postponed or not. Trust me, friends, when I'm telling you this, those who are going to clear are sitting and studying. I know in our own library, a lot of students are sitting and studying. I know they are going to clear this examination, whether it is held on 25th or later. Now the dates have been announced on 25th. I am planning for that. Okay, if it gets postponed, let's have another Q&A session later. But now with an intention that we need to clear the exam, if it is held in 25th, we are having this session. Okay, remain focused. This examination, as I told you from the beginning, is very uncertain. Okay, lot of controversies, etc. All these things are going to be a part of it. This is just the beginning. Wait for after prelims. The results will get delayed. The mains will not be announced. Once it's announced, there will be a lot of controversy. You have to be prepared for that. You have to be mentally prepared. It's not like you didn't know this will happen. So right now, you have no other choice than to give. If there was 4-5 months, I would have said, plan something else, do some other exam or revise something or do some job or something like that. But now you have 25 days, nothing else to do than to sit and prepare for this examination, right? So what you are supposed to do in the next 25 days. So I think the most important thing that I would like to say that you have to do is revision. Okay, with my experience, I'm telling you guys, don't read anything new now. Is that understood? You have to revise what you have read so far. Otherwise, whatever you would have read in the past 3, 4, 5 months is waste if you don't revise in this next 20 days. If you have studied 60% of the syllabus, revise that 60%. If you are 100% sure of this 60%, still you are going to clear this examination. Right? Don't you think so? So be confident of what you have read and revise it. If you have not touched a particular subject, skip it. I am telling you with utmost confidence that I had cleared the examination when I did not study art and culture, history, science and technology, I cleared the exam all the time. Okay, so you don't have to know everything. You don't have to get 100%. You just have to know enough to clear the examination. How do you know enough? If you are good at what you have studied, if you revise in the next 20-25 days what you have already read and you know it, you will get, and you'll get enough marks to clear the examination. The problem is you have that FOMO feeling, fear of missing out. What if they ask from that? What if they ask from this? Array, if you know the most important topics, okay, if you revise what you have studied, you will get enough to clear the exam. It's okay not to get 100%. It's okay to give up on certain topics. Be confident with what you have done. See, what happens is you might have read a particular topic, but if you have not revised enough number of time, you will not have clarity. If you don't have clarity, then in the exam when you see the sentences, you will start getting confused. And then you will end up guessing. And then, you will make mistakes. And then you will come back, oh, I studied this topic, but I did not have clarity. They asked off like this, they asked off like that. Okay, so then it will start getting confusing. What the sentences, statement. The topics will be very, obvious topics which you would have already read. But the sentences will be confusing. Why will it be confusing? I never felt it was confusing when I gave the exam and I cleared the exam. I never felt it was confusing. Why? Because whatever topics I knew, I had clarity. So if you are asking question, now when I see the questions, if you asking me, should I read this book now? Should I read this particular topic now? If you have not read something, if you have not, read a particular book, then skip it. There is no point. I mean, whom are you trying to prove something? You don't have to read everything. So if you feel that, you have not read something, then you skip it. So what all topics that you have to read? Okay, let's, just see the syllabus over here. See, this is the marks division, right? National and international issues. 40 questions will be asked. Same way from humanities, Indian constitution, history, etc. 60 questions will be asked. Same way over here you can see state issues, 40 questions, general science, environment and ecology, 30 questions, general mental ability, 30 questions. Okay, in this you choose which is your favorite, which you have already read, which you are good at. Revise that, skip the others, make sure that around 300 marks worth of topics you have read. Okay, around 300 worth topics you have read. You can leave about 100 questions worth of, 100 marks worth of questions or topics. Simple. So that's what you try and do. Okay. Right. So with that, let me try to address some of the common questions. This somebody had asked me recently, so I have just put up this first question. How many months current affairs you have to read? Okay, see. At least 10 months. Okay, you have to read at least 10 months from one single source. No multiple source. Again, don't feel that, oh, you have read one magazine, your friend is reading some new magazine, or in the market they release some new magazine, you try to read that. No, one single source. UPSC student, whatever you would have read for UPSC, national and international, stick to that, revise that. Okay, so one single source, revise it, especially the last 6 months, okay, from January 2024 to June, June or July, yeah, July 2024 is the most important part, because obviously the examiner also will pick up questions from the most recent topics. Is that okay? So this is what you have to read, the last. So maybe the July month's magazine you might have to read. Other than read new. Other than that, all other current affairs you should have read by now. If you are an aspirant who have been preparing for 4 to 5 months now, you should have already finished this. So don't give excuses that I have not read. You should have read it at least once. Now it's time for revision. There is no shortcut, guys. There is no summary, or nobody else can do this work. You have to sit now and revise whatever you have studied. Okay, somebody reading it for you or some other book is printed and you take it and keep it is not going to work. You sit and you revise. Whether you have made notes, you revise it. Whether you have your magazines which you have underlined, you revise it. Okay, so this is what you have to do. Along with that, you also have to read budget. Okay, the recent budget, yes, you have to read. So someone asked just now, do you have to read the recent budget? Do you have to read the recent economic survey? Yes, you have to read it. Okay, because you know the examiner will be now getting ready to set the paper, and obviously the most important documents in the market relating to current affairs they are going to choose. Okay, so they are going to pick up 1 or 2 questions from the budget because that's there all over the news. So if they are picking up questions, they will end up 1 or 2 questions will come from the budget. So please read the budget. It's anyways available free of cost, budget explained in NammaKPSC website. You can download that union budget. Okay, state budget, we have already done the class. You should have already read it now and you should have revised it. Okay, so budget is important. Economic survey also is important. Union economic survey you can download from any website, UPSC ka website, and you read the summary of it. It is enough. Same way, economic survey of Karnataka obviously is very important because economic survey of Karnataka covers several current affairs. We have done classes. I hope you have attended those classes. You have made notes. Now is the time to revise. No reading new things, no attending new classes or anything. Sit and revise. Okay, you sit and revise it as many times so that you get clarity. So when they ask question, they will twist and make some changes to the sentences or facts. That gets confusing. Okay, so make sure that if you revise more number of times, you will not have this problem. Okay, let's see other questions quickly. Okay, so there are more than 40 questions from current affairs, right? Then questions also from humanities. How do we approach? The approach is very simple. Revise. If you have read it already, you sit and revise. You should have already read 10 months magazine. You should have already read. Okay. If you are hoping to clear this examination and you had enough number of time because the government had already postponed it, twice. So I'm sure all good students would have already read these magazines. Now 10 magazines, sit and revise. Okay. Let's see how to complete mental ability. Yes, so many students find this mental ability, that is CSAT, difficult. Here also understand, out of 30 questions, right, 10 questions will be roughly, this is on maths, arithmetics, 10 questions will be on reasoning, and another 10 question will be on comprehension. Again, don't worry if you don't know something. In the last 20 days, you can't sit and learn new tricks and tips, etc. Okay, it's time for you to revise. So choose what you have already done, what you are already good at, you revise that or you practice those. Don't try to go learn something new at this point of time. Just practice, give some CSAT tests. Okay, identify the areas. If you are not good in maths, skip it, yeah, don't worry. Okay, what to do now in next 20 days? You can't do anything about it. Skip it, it's okay. Okay, be good in reading comprehension, be good in reasoning, be good in polity, be good in economy, be good in current affairs. Simple. If you lose 10 questions, that is 20 marks, still you will be attempting for 380 marks. So be good in that 380 marks. So that's how I used to deal with it. That's how I have advised all my students who have cleared the exam. If you don't know something, skip it. Be brave. You have to take the risk. This is what the exam requires. Taking the risk. Okay, don't be a chicken. Take a risk and skip it. Okay. Next, how to cover state government schemes? Yes, state government scheme. If you are asking this question, it's too late. But anyways, if you want to cover government schemes, Karnataka Economic Survey is a good source. You can also watch our videos, Sunday Manthan, which is on YouTube. You watch those videos, most of the schemes will be covered. Okay. Those who have already covered it, revise and revise. Don't read from any new source or from any new, book, etc. Whatever you have read, you revise it. Please revise, because in the schemes, you will find some sentences like beneficiaries, how much amount is given, when was it started. How will you remember it? Not by reading from different sources, but revising from the single source, from the same source from which you read it first. All right. Can we skip mental ability and focus? Yes, obviously. If you don't know something, skip. Don't know something, skip. Okay. Postponement, news disturbs. Yes. Leave that. Important topics in mental ability. So take any reasoning book or any CSAT book and you will find the list. There is nothing like important or not important, average, allegation, things like that which are there. The topics, all of them are important. So select the ones which are easy for you, which you are good at. Okay. History, which dynasty are important? Okay. See again, if somebody is asking which are the important topics, let me tell you, it is very risky to prepare your prelims by guessing important topic. Nobody can guess that. We can make a guess like astrologers, and if it comes true, then we will claim that we guessed. If it doesn't, then we will say that, okay, we will just hide ourselves. Okay, that doesn't work. Okay, take a topic, say take polity. Be really good in polity. Okay, there is no important topics in polity. Everything you study, because the questions can be asked from anything. Okay, then you take environment. Read whole environment. There's no important topic in environment. Anything can be asked in environment, because if you see the previous year questions, if you see the trends in other competitive examination can go anyway. If the examiner wants to ask from a particular topic, he can ask it from that. See, it all depends on the examiner. He or she will ask questions from his favorite topics. Okay, so it keeps varying. There can't be any trend. The only trend is questions will be based on current affairs, because obviously when somebody is preparing for or setting a question paper, whatever they would have heard or seen in recent times will influence his thought process, and he will ask questions from that. So one of your friend had asked that even in humanities they ask questions relating to current affairs. The reason is, when, say for example, I am the examiner, when I am setting the question, back of my mind, whatever has happened recently in recent times will influence my thought process, and therefore I will ask questions from that. So that is why. So only way we can predict any question is from current affairs. So please read the current affairs from both for current affairs questions as well as for static subjects. Okay. Next, recent Union Budget Economic Survey. Yes, as I told you, you should read it. From where to refer current affairs MCQs? See, there are several sources. You can go to our website also, NammaKPSC. We have put up daily free MCQs from current affairs. You can refer that. Many institutions are also giving questions. Many of them are doing very good job. Free current affairs are there on YouTube, MCQs are there on YouTube. So please practice them. Okay, the more you practice, the better you are going to get. Okay, history is over. How to read Karnataka history? If you have not read Karnataka history, don't read it now. In the last 20 days, you can't do any justice for Karnataka history. Okay, you would require 5 days to read Karnataka history book, another 5 days to revise. Okay, and how many questions will be asked from Karnataka history? About 3 questions. So therefore, you can skip it. Okay, trust me, you can just skip it. So when I have cleared 3 prelims in KPSC, all the 3 times I never studied Karnataka history. So therefore, and Karnataka history actually I read once I became a teacher. All right. So Karnataka history you can skip. What could be the cutoff range? I told you cutoff can be somewhere between 200 to 220. This is for general merit for GM. Okay, again it depends on number of posts. I just got news, I don't know, I have to verify it, that they have increased the number of posts. So if the number of posts increases, the cutoff will decrease. Okay, so cutoff can vary. So I am telling you, target 60%. Okay, so out of 400, to be very comfortable, about 240 marks you should get. Okay, around that range, 60%. 55 to 60% would be a very comfortable range. Okay, next, I need to apply for leave. I am working Revenue Department, Maharashtra. Okay, so take the leave. Okay, last 20 days, take leave, medical leave, whatever leave is available. This is the time to utilize it. Okay, most crucial time, the right, if you are able to put about 12 hours focused attention for the next 20 days, I am telling you with a lot of authority that you will be able to clear this examination. It is all about, it's like, sporting or any other, performance where you have to bring out your best. There is going to be a lot of pressure, negativity, uncomfortable scenarios, stress, and you keep questioning yourself, but the next 20 days you need to remain focused. So one way through which you can remain focused is have a timetable. This has always worked for me. Have a timetable. Have a timetable for the next 25 days. Have a timetable. You should be very clear with what you are going to do. See, after this session, if you are watching this, if you have confident in what I am trying to tell, if you believe that I want you to clear this examination, do this. After you finish this video, watching this video, you draw a timetable for yourself for the next 20 or 25 days. Okay, so starting from tomorrow, Friday, what subject you are going to read. So let's say your timetable should look something like this. Okay, static, current affairs, and CSAT. You can write it down actually. This is what you are supposed to do. So static subject, what subject you are going to revise on that particular day. One subject per day. Okay, when you give yourself only one day, you will quickly revise and only the important points you are going to focus. You are not going to read every unnecessary things. Just whatever you have underlined in your notes or textbook or whatever it is that you have done. Okay, so static subject. Let's say tomorrow you will do polity. Current affairs 1 month, say May 24. And CSAT, let's say average. Then this is on Friday. Next Saturday, what you are going to do? Economy. Let's say revise it. There's no time for you to read anything new. Whatever you would have read, you decide. So you put a timetable every day. So Sunday is the exam, preparatory exam. So you write exam. Okay, then Monday, what you are going to do? Tuesday, like this. Trust me, this will bring down your tension to a very low level. Every day you get up, you know what to do. It is okay if you are not able to complete everything on that day. Even if you complete 60% of what is your target, it is still going to help you. Okay, so every day you have set targets. So about 12 hours you have to give in the next per day in the next 20 to 25 days. So this 5 hours you are going to study static, 5 hours you are going to study current affairs, and another 2 hours you are going to solve a CSAT question. This is how. Maybe you can change. Maybe one day you want to do complete static, next day complete CSAT, next day complete current affairs. It's up to you. But have a timetable. When you do this, no matter what anybody is saying, you remain focused. Give your best. Clench your teeth and you give your best. Okay, so that's what probably you need to do. Okay, now need to solve question paper more or just revise? Solving question paper will help you. Okay, till let's say 25th is the exam, till about 22nd of August you can solve question papers, as many question papers as possible. Again, don't stress yourself. Okay, I've seen students unnecessarily stressing and giving more and more tests. No, try and give as many tests as possible comfortably, so that on 25th when you give your exam, you have already experienced it, you are comfortable. Okay, so 22nd August, till then you can comfortably give papers. Okay, then what will be the difficulty level? It will be fairly like UPSC paper level only it is going to be. Then please cover science topic that should be covered. Okay, see, if you have again not read science and technology, skip it. Okay. Then what else? Minimum number of full length test. See, I would say at least, that's how we have also planned. If you see our timetable also, full length, yeah. So we have planned for full length test. Okay, so one is on the 4th of August, full length test, paper 1 in the morning, paper 2 in the afternoon. 11th August, again paper 1 and paper 2 in the morning and afternoon. So this is at least minimum you do this. Prepare like as though you are going to give for actual exam, come and give this examination, see your ranking. So at least this you can do, and other institutes are also doing, try and do that. At least minimum 2, what I have given over here, minimum 2 full length test you please give. Okay. Then ethics type of question. See, I am not going into specific topics, so because we would not have time for that. Covering current affairs, should I go for any marathon videos to cover the rest? Okay, you can do that, not a problem. Marathon videos, revision videos, several institutes are doing these revision classes, etc. You can attend those, you can watch those, but if you feel that it is repetitive, you have already done it, and you can save time by revising, then it is up to you. Okay, I would suggest you any source for you to help revise, because actively you have to learn it. Okay, by just listening to somebody you can't learn. Maybe you listen to them, write it down and revise, that's up to you. Okay, but I would suggest you that actively, because it's very comfortable to listen to somebody, but it's very difficult for us to actively learn and put those thoughts into our head and permanently, put a memory. So therefore we skip it and we go and sit aram se in some class and sleep. I have seen many students in our class also sleeping like that. Okay, it's just comfortable. Don't do what is comfortable in the next 20-25 days. Do what is required. What is required now? Sitting and by-hearting, sitting and trying to remember the facts and the information about current affairs, about schemes and programs. Nobody can teach you. What is there to teach in that? It's already there. You just have to keep revising so that it remains in your head till the examination. Okay, whether it is attending class, attending videos, watching our videos, watching other institutes videos, that's up to you. I'm not, telling you the source. Source is up to you, but actively are you remembering those things? Then you are supposed to do it. See, why test help in that way is because when you are solving a paper, actively you either make mistake or you make the right answer, and from that you learn, because it's an active process. You are thinking, okay, is it like that? Is it like this? And then when you make mistakes, you will realize, okay, I made mistakes because I thought it is like this, but actually it is like this. So actively you should do everything in the next 20-25 days. You have to give stress to, you have to give that to your brain, active learning, and it becomes too tiring. So therefore remain calm. Okay, so that your mind is able to take up that stress. Okay, active learning is what is required. It's very uncomfortable because after 2 hours of by-hearting, you'll be like, I can't do this. I will go and sit in some class, aram se listen. And it will be very nice and rosy when you are listening to it. But in the examination, if you don't revise, then there is no use in it. Okay. Then when will compulsory English and Kannada be held? You know the syllabus, right? It will be held in the mains. Okay. And gazetted probationary, whether you have written Kannada or, in the previous exam, for mains, you have to write compulsory Kannada and English. I think somebody was asking that. Compulsory Kannada, English, you have to give in your mains. How many questions are attempted in each paper? Again, there is no number. Okay. I will do a video later next week as to tell you how to decide how many questions you should attempt. Till then, don't worry, you keep revising. I'll tell you how many questions you should guess, how many questions you should mark, how to decide in the exam hall, how to mark. All that I will tell you in my next session. Okay, which articles are very important? Okay, I have been seeing Sunday Manthan. I almost takes. Okay, thank you. about Sunday Manthan. Okay. How relevant are PYQs? Is there any trend? No. See, PYQs and trends, it is not the reality. Okay. See, after the examination, every institutes, okay, try to boast saying that all the questions came from our test series or from our class. But please remember that if any institute or any test or anybody has taught from standard books, there are very high chance that questions will be from that. Okay, so please remember that. So there is no trend as such, and questions don't repeat. Yes, topics repeat. Please remember, questions don't repeat, topics repeat. Obviously, when they have asked a question on Parliament 3 years back, it is not a rule that they should not ask from that. Parliament is important, so every year they will ask from that. Okay, fundamental right is important every year. So every year they are going to ask question from fundamental right. So it doesn't mean that you can find some trend in that. Yes, you will know that these are important topics. Okay, if any standard books is covering those important topics, you revise it, that's it. Okay, don't go with the trends and other things. These are all done post exam. Okay, then is union budget, I told you already, union budget economic survey is important because economic survey will have several new schemes that are launched by the union government in the previous years. So questions will be asked from that. So please read the economic survey. So many institutions, UPSC institutes have given summary of union economic survey. Please download that and you read it. Union budget explanation we have done, NammaKPSC free, you can download it. Okay, so that you should do it. All right. When will they officially announce cutoff? That is after the examination, after the results. Okay, so I am preparing for UPSC. I read Karnataka budget survey schemes. I feel underprepared. Should I read these remaining days for KAS or shall I continue? Okay, if you have cleared UPSC mains, the last 2 weeks you dedicate for KPSC. Okay, because with my experience, I can tell you, I never prepared specifically for KPSC. I was very good in UPSC, so therefore it was very easy for me to clear KPSC. So if you have cleared UPSC prelims, I am sure your static subjects are good, your national, international current affairs are good. So you will clear the prelims, don't worry. 2 weeks, just revise whatever you would have revised for UPSC. A little bit of, as you said, you have already done current affairs from Karnataka, you revise those things. Okay. Then what else? Which articles important for prelims to revise? I think, you know, if you ask me, okay, important topics. See, this is in terms of priority. Okay, this is what I feel is important because I am good at these subjects and majority of the students are good at these subjects. So based on priority, static subjects, okay, which are the important topics? Polity, number 1, then economy, then environment, then geography, then science and tech, and finally history. Okay. In this, even if you have not studied these 2 topics, it is fine. Okay, just focus on current affairs relating to science and technology, that is enough. If you have not read history, don't read anything now. Please remember, it is okay to skip it. Okay, around 15 questions will come from it, you can skip it. Okay, then CSAT and then current affairs. In current affairs, first priority is January to July 2024. Okay, then along with that, schemes and programs. Okay, and then third priority would be 2023 current affairs. Okay, so this is the priority list. These are the topics that you have to do. All right. Okay, then how to handle questions like which author gave the statement, which book had this opinion, these things are not present anywhere. It is okay, yaar. Don't worry about specific questions. 2-3 questions will go off. See, that's what I'm telling you. You don't have to get all 200 questions. How many questions are asked? 200 questions. You don't have to know all 200 questions. You don't have to solve all 200 questions. You will not know all 200 questions. Trust me, okay. A student who is good, who is going to clear, will hardly know 50 questions comfortably. Okay, the rest they will have to guess. Around 100 questions they will be guessing. So they will be marking about 150 questions. That's all. This is how people clear. Okay, the rest 50 questions they won't even bother. When I cleared my prelims, I never bothered about 50 questions. I knew I will not get. So what? 150 questions that I am going to attempt, I will be good at it. Trust me, do this for the next 25 days. What you are good at, be better. Then you will make, then it, you will be able to get them correct. All right. Yes. All right. What else? Must read union. I've already told that. Yeah, in 2019, I went for interview. Other than Karnataka geography history, should I again prepare for any other particular subject? See, Karnataka history geography is the last priority according to me. We have our own book, NammaKPSC Karnataka history and geography. That itself is around 200 pages. You will require 5 days for Karnataka history, 5 days for Karnataka geography just to read it. And then how do you remember it? You require 20 days only for that. And how many questions will be asked? Hardly 6 questions from Karnataka history and geography. Why are you wasting your time? Okay, don't do that. All right. When will be compulsory Kannada in the mains? July current affairs, one video. Yes, we will try and do it. Test admit card will be sent to you by Saturday. Okay. 185 NammaKPSC full length test. It is fairly good enough. Next 20 days, okay, you prepare better. So from 185, try to improve your score to about 220 to be very comfortable and start your mains preparation from the next day itself. Okay. How to do test paper, I mean like UPSC, some keywords, factual. See how to, little bit with respect to questions, how to address certain keywords, etc. I will do another video for that, okay. Mains crash course, yes. Mains and all we will start immediately after prelims, not now, okay. Economic survey in MCQ format, yes. If you have that, please do it. Is it possible to finish main syllabus in 3 months? I mean, see, if 3 months is the examination, you have no other choice than to prepare. Okay. Is it enough? Definitely not. But we can always try and address how do we manage it in 3 months. We will have sessions for mains later. Let's not waste time now. Like IR and science and technology is enough. Yeah. So you can skip history. Yes. Sir, will the question paper be already set by now or it will be set in couple of days? No, question paper will be set by next week. Okay, it won't be, it wouldn't have been set now because dates only was not confirmed. Na? So therefore, I don't think the test paper would be set by now. So that's why I'm telling you, July current affairs and union budget is very important. Okay, how important is the international relation? About 5 to 10 questions can be asked from international relation. It's easy, important. So you can refer any standard magazine, you can cover it off. Like for UPSC, they would have released several compilations, etc. We also will be releasing, NammaKPSC will be releasing compilation of 2024, January to July in next week. So that will also cover international. But please remember, if you have already read it from some other source, please don't buy it. I'm telling you, please don't buy our book also. If you have already read something before, just sit and revise. Okay. Yes, Ashok sir's videos will be put, Kannada videos. Yes, we are planning to do that. How to give online test? Basically, you will get a user ID and password. You can do that. How many exam centers? Is it based on permanent address? See, that I'm not having, I don't have purview to that information, so sorry about that. Prelims in medieval history, should we give priority? No. If you have not read medieval history, ancient history, art and culture, skip it. Don't worry about it. Should we take current affairs and see it fully? Yes. Current affairs, keep revising. Okay. So I think if there's no more doubt, we'll try and address some other things. So let's see what I have in this one. Yeah. So again, just to summarize our discussion today, whatever is important in the next 25 days, what you are going to decide is going to, what you're going to do is going to decide whether you're going to clear prelims or not, or how you're going to go ahead in your preparation. Okay. So what you are supposed to do, one, revision. See, I understand, whenever somebody is reading something else, or when you see a question paper and you feel that some topic is there and I have not read it, or some new book is released in the market, it is very tempting. You want to read it. Okay, you feel like, yes, I need to read it, otherwise if question is asked from that. Don't worry, there are 200 questions from which you can score marks. Few questions, even if you leave, it is okay. So please revise. Don't read anything new. This is what you write it down, and in your book, I will challenge you that if you read new things now, you will not be able to remember it in the exam. Whatever you would have read 3 to 4 months, now you have to revise. Okay, so revision is the key. Okay, control your temptation to read new things, control your temptation to attend new classes, control your temptation to take new notes from somebody, etc. So control your temptation. FOMO, that is fear of missing out. Nothing will happen if you want to get that 1 mark more than the cutoff. So for that, revision will help. There is no perfection. Is that okay? You can't be perfect. You will never feel that I have completed the syllabus. I'm sure you are feeling that, fear. Every night when you sleep, you're like, oh my God, have I completed this? What if I don't? What if they ask this question? There's always going to be that doubt. Trust me, I have seen students who have cleared. I have cleared myself. And nobody can be perfect. Nobody would have completed the syllabus. I have never completed the syllabus and I've cleared the exam. I'm telling you, no. So there is no perfection. You just have to manage. If you get this, the stress will come down, confidence level will increase. Automatically, whatever you would have read will start coming into your mind and you will give the examination with your 100%. If you know something but you are under stress, you will forget it or you will end up doing silly mistakes. But if your confidence level is high, all the little things that you would have studied also you will remember, and the silly mistakes that you do will come down. If you are 100% present in the exam hall, okay, you will be able to get that 5 to 6 questions that is necessary for you to get that extra marks. Is that understood? So there is no perfection. If you have seen toppers, you have seen officers who have cleared KPSC, do you think they are perfect? Do you think they know everything? No, they have also managed, they have survived, and they have cracked this examination. You are under stress right now. Because of the stress, you are not able to remember the things that you are supposed to remember. When you give the test, you feel like you have forgotten those things because you are under stress. Okay, so please remember, it is very natural that people will feel this stress. How do you reduce it? I am telling you that understand that you can't be perfect. There are 4 to 5 subjects out of 7. If you are good at it, revise it. Your favorite subject will help you to clear this examination. Okay, that is what you have to do. Just manage it. Out of the cutoff, get about if 220 is the cutoff, 221 marks is enough. You see toppers, mains is the different ball game. But in prelims, you just have to get that 1 mark extra. Whether they have got 300 or 350 and you have got 221, all of you will write mains. So please remember, no perfection. If you strive towards perfection, which you will never achieve, you will start panicking, and because you panic, you will start forgetting. Because you forget, you will start panicking, and the cycle will continue. The vicious cycle will continue. So reduce the panic, realize there is no perfection. If somebody is telling that, oh, I have read everything, he is lying. He or she is lying. A topper also is not perfect. Okay, don't complete the syllabus. Don't complete. You don't have to know everything. Just know enough to clear the examination, prelims. 60% is enough. Okay, 60% of syllabus, if you read, it's enough. If you are perfect in that 60%, it's enough. Now you analyze. Have you finished polity? Have you finished economy? Which subject have you finished? Revise that. How many current affairs you have finished? Revise that. Is that okay? Maybe current affairs like union budget, etc. Maybe you read a little bit new. Other than that, nothing new. Keep calm. How do you keep calm? I told you. Okay, make a timetable. Okay, where is that? Yeah, make a timetable so that you have clarity as to what you are supposed to do every day. So when you have clarity, the stress will come down and you will remain calm. Okay, have timetable. This is what you have to do in the next 20 to 25 days. If you do this, trust me, you have a higher chance of clearing this examination. Remain calm. Okay, be in your best self. Mingle with the right mindset people who also are motivated and who are going to give you, confidence. Avoid people, avoid groups which are spreading rumors and negativity. Okay, just remain. So have a time, just a half an hour, speak to your family members and close the phone. Okay, because there's a lot of unnecessary information, etc. Let them do it. There are people who are doing politics, etc. They will manage it. You guys are aspirants. You sit and remain calm and be focused. Okay, if you are focused, you will be able to clear this examination. So that is what I would suggest you guys to do. Is there any other important question? Let me just see. World mapping, etc. and all. It's not that important at this point of time. Okay, right. So I think I have tried to address most of the questions that you guys have in mind. Okay, so remain calm, guys. Ultimately, life is beautiful. Life is quite long. I am sure, today we have so much opportunity that you can survive. You can do good. Okay, you can contribute to the society in different ways. KPSC or civil services is not the only way. Trust me, I was selected in civil service, I was selected in KPSC. I did not, choose this profession, but then I love teaching. I have changed it. I find this to be much better. Okay, so therefore, there are so many opportunities out there. Don't get desperate. Okay, it is okay. This is one opportunity. Give your best. Even if it doesn't happen, it is okay. So with that kind of mindset, if you give your exam, you will be able to be successful. If you are stressed to begin with, then it's a problem. Okay, remain calm. Okay, there is a lot of opportunities out there in this world. The world is really beautiful. Okay, so you just have to realize that. I mean, there are problems. Problems will be there all the time. It has been there in the past. It's there now, even in the future. You just have to, manage that problems. Try and remain happy. Okay, if you are not happy doing this, then there's no point in that. If you are not happy being a civil servant, there's no point in doing that. So whatever you are doing, do it happily. Okay, give your best. The rest, the universe will take care of it. If it is meant to happen, the universe will take care of it. But we have to give our best. How do we give our best? I told you the strategies. Okay, revision is the key. Out of all of that, the most important thing is revise. You don't have to know everything. If you have not read a particular topic, skip it. Now test all what I have told you in preparatory exam. So to test your preparation, to make those small correction in the next 20 days, NammaKPSC has come up with this preparatory examination. Okay, so this exam will be held on Sunday this week, and the next Sunday also. So it will be exactly like how KPSC conducts its examination. Okay, and morning will be paper 1, afternoon will be paper 2. Okay, it will be held offline, okay, in Bengaluru, Dharwad and Mysuru. And online also will be available for those who stay outside these cities. It will be in both English and Kannada. I would suggest you to take this test because it's preparatory exam, because it helps you to understand what kind of problems you are going to face in the actual exam, so that you can be prepared beforehand, so that on the day of the actual exam, 25th August, you will not be surprised. So now experience it to realize how the exam scenario will be, to know what problems you will face, to know how difficult things can get or how easy things can be, so that in the next 20 days you can streamline your preparation. That's the objective. Please give this examination, preparatory exam. It's going to be very useful. The QR code is there, scan it and start taking. Or, you know, later you just visit our website www.NammaKPSC.com. There you will find the link to this. Just go, register yourself and then come and give the examination. Okay, and also we will be providing you the ranks, so to just motivate you to do good. Okay, we also will have ranking. So we have made a lot of mistakes in the previous preparatory exam ourselves, our team, delay in the results or some problems, etc. We have corrected all of that now, so that we will make sure that the results are accurate and will be released on time. Okay, so those who get first rank in these tests will get free mains test series from NammaKPSC and mentoring from me and my team. And the other top 5 ranks will get 5,000 rupees coupon, which they can use to buy any of our mains course. Okay, so this is simply a prize just to motivate you guys to come and give this examination. Trust me, you should come and give the examination so that you experience it and you will realize how useful it will be on 25th, because you would have made all the correction, and when you find the paper on 25th, you'll be like, oh, this is how it was. I know how to tackle it. Any stress, any tension that is there, everything will go. 100% you will be able to give and you will be able to clear this examination. Okay, so make sure that you register and give the test, okay, on 4th August as well as on 11th August. So why I have made sure that 4th and 11th, because you will have 2 weeks time after that to make any correction and revision. 25th August will be the prelims. Okay, so this is what we plan to do. Okay, so hall tickets, everything will be emailed to you on Saturday to give the test, as well as things. Okay, so name, phone number, roll number, etc. should be written. Okay. Yes, so I think that's about what we wanted to discuss over here. Thank you so much. I will come up with another video later on where we will discuss how to solve multiple choice question, how do we guess, etc. towards the end, maybe next week or something like that, some strategy based strategy for solving MCQ question. I hope it was useful. Please remain calm. Okay, that's what I would recommend to you guys. Remain calm, remain focused, don't get diverted, okay, and keep revising. Okay, so that's what I would like to say. I hope this video was useful. Thank you so much for attending this session. I shall see you soon and wish you all the best. Have a good day. Thank you. Good night, guys.